I remember when we ran the bus ministry. In fact, we went out this morning in a bus, picked up a bunch of homeless people, took them to breakfast, and fed them, just like our brother here is preaching. That's what we did. And I can see Ron doing that. Then I also look up there, and I see him when he's young, and I see him when he's old. And I'm thinking, he spent many, many years, and we all do, just going through battles and struggles and victories and so forth. But it seems like when you have the Lord, you got everything. Amen? How many after that, just watching that, just has something to say? They'd just like to come on.
Hi guys.
Howdy.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming. I had to get up here because I am Ron's twin. I've known him for about right around 8 years, 7.5 years. I'm his wife's sister's husband. And what makes us twins, we're pretty close to the same height. He's a little taller, I believe. But his birthday's on the same exact day as mine. And I thought that was so weird that the two sisters got the guys with the same exact birthday. And then there's another sister and her brother, and his is the day after. I'm like, so did you girls always go, so what's your birthday? Oh, not you. What's your birthday? I go, that's so weird. But I agree with everybody here that he has such a calm spirit, wonderful smile. We went out with him and Linda many times, and I definitely agree this is a celebration of life, and I agree with this brother here that the main important thing about everything is what happens at this point. And every one of us are all in the same line. That one day it'll be our turn. And just like he said, we never know what day that is. It could be today, the next second, it could be a year. But the main important thing is where we wind up. And if we don't follow the Lord with what we see that's going on in the world, he said that you would see these things at my coming. And we see things getting weirder and weirder each day. People fighting, people can't agree on anything, people are offended by everything and anything. Wars, rumors of wars, this is all in the Bible. And the main thing is that you take a moment to truly look at yourself, because we're all waiting for the day that we are ending. Either we're ending in peace forever, or we're ending in turmoil the rest of our lives. I feel so honored to know them and be a part of this family. I feel so honored and happy in my spirit to know. And Heather, that's just so awesome that God always follows his sheep and chases his sheep. That you're so important to him. I don't think we even know what love truly is. He is so much of love and so wants us to be with him forever. Make this day the day that you decide to join with him, so we all have a happy ending. God bless you.
You know, that's tremendous. Now, I wonder, did Ron stir that up in him? Okay, one second. I know she's coming up here. I think, see, I didn't know what we were going to do here. I didn't know all this. But see, the Spirit of God, I just look at that picture and I watch the video and just see what he's done in people's lives. Maybe this is the greatest moment of his life, which isn't here, but what he has accomplished. Because I think we could all realize, with being around him, he had something special.
Amen.
He was a man's man. He loved people. You could just see it. Isn't that God, like our brother was saying? But see, it's a manifestation. In other words, he showed us. He just didn't talk it. And I think Linda has something to say.
Yes, he had to put up a lot. Sometimes I get so mad at him and go, come here. So I go over there and he'd give me a big hug and he wouldn't let me go. But he was a loving man. I remember one time when he was working way out in Peoria, I think. Anyways, it was off of Grand and like 90-something Avenue. And he called me. We didn't have cell phones back then. He called me and he said, I'm heading home now. I should be home in like 40 minutes. And I said, okay. Well, he didn't come home, and he didn't come home, and he didn't come home. For like 2 hours, I was frantic. I was thinking something happened to him. I said, what is wrong? What happened? Why are you so late? He goes, well, there was a man with no legs trying to change a tire on the side of the road. And he goes, nobody was stopping. He goes, so I stopped and helped him. And helped him get down, get him a tire and get it fixed and come back. That's the kind of man he was. He loved helping people. No matter who you were, he didn't care. People would be sitting there and asking for money, or he'd go get him a hamburger or something, or give him a buck or whatever he had in his pocket. He didn't care. And I'm sure you know that, Jason and Michael, because you worked for him. You know, I'm sure he gave you guys a lot of love too. I know you did. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. And thank you all.
I don't think we're quite finished yet. What do you think? Is there anybody else that really has something in their heart? This could be the thing. This could be the day that you just realized who he was. Listen to me. Realized who he was. He made his stand to who he was. He wasn't perfect. He didn't waver. Yes, sir.
There you go.
Not very good at this kind of stuff, big baby. Well, my name's Jason, and I used to work for Ron, and from him I've learned to become a professional dumpster diver. We would start our day, and we would get our tires loaded up, we'd haul them, and we would take them to the dump. And then the whole rest of the day was scavenging, and we'd go from one place to the other. And it would, a regular 8-hour day was, there's no such thing with him. It was 10 hours, 12 hours, whenever we made it back. But it was always, I can always remember just, cruising down the road, we're getting somewhere, we're almost there, and then all of a sudden, hey, hang on. You stop, you turn around, go back. Hey, look out your door, just right outside your door. And sure enough, you'd look out the door and there'd be a screwdriver there. Out of all the screwdrivers you have in your house, all the stuff you have, you turned around, took the time out of my day to pick up that screwdriver, which is bent and scratched. And, oh no, it's okay, we can use it. Put it in the truck. I don't ever remember having to go without tires. Any friends of mine needed tires? Hey Ron, here, I need this size. You have it. A great guy. Everything everybody said is true about him. I look up to him. I'm gonna miss him. Gonna miss working for him. I'll never forget a lot of things. Just spending my days. They were long days with him, but they were worth it because he had some stories to tell. And like Linda said, there was always kindness shown to people who needed it. It taught me a lot. I've always been kind of closed myself, and I've always known Jesus, but being a Christian's been a tough walk, and just people like him, meeting people like him, and just so humble and so calm and so manly taught me a lot about being a Christian and being humble. And I'll never forget him. He's a great guy.
Amen. The thought that just hit me, I think he did what he wanted to do. Oh, wait. He had the courage to be what he believed he should be. Amen? How many, I bet there's a few here now that need to come up here. And if you could just think what he did, he had the courage to do it. I believe if you have the courage to come up here, it's really going to touch you as you'll share about him. Somebody out there that really just needs to share how God or how he has affected your life. And you need to come up here and share. It takes a little courage. And that's the way he lived. That's what really hit me about him. He was a man's man. But there again, he had the love of God. And I believe he would just say, just like Jesus, come on, come on. I'm here for you. In other words, if you have the courage just to come up, it'll help you. It'll probably change your life. Just to share what he's doing for you. Now, who is that? I know there's people out there. Just take a minute. I'm not pressed on. But this is the thing. If you